Okay, I just did soccer coaching just then. My part-time 9 to 5, as you guys know. There's good money, right? You guys shouldn't quit your job immediately. If you have a job, you're not making money from your online business, or you are making from your online business, but having that part-time job is still definitely helpful because it's extra cash coming in. But anyway, I'm going to be quitting that soon, and I just finished my soccer coaching job. Now I'm on my way to hang out with Jason, Michael, Z, you know, the guys working in the online business, internet money stuff, as well as just have a good time and make some more content. So I will see you guys over there. I'm gonna be driving right now. Peace. Okay, so I just arrived at the place. Wait, can you see me? I just arrived at the place and I'm about to meet the guys, have some barbecue, we're gonna chill out, talk about things they're working on, and just to really just go over the weekend, things that we've done.
Waiting, started wasting my time just waiting. In the car parked outside of the station became...
So smooth, Michael, so smooth. Oh yeah, you got it. My hands have been shaky.
Did you ever hear the story about Leon? I said Leon, they said Leon. He was from the flats that the jack kids be on. Before the cats, they had they cracked a fiend on. They say on the street he a fiend on. When he squeezed on his fiend on.
5:19 p.m. Saturday, the 7th of September. We just had our, what do you call it? We just had our little barbecue event. So right now we're chilling. We're about to have some dinner. The view is fucking amazing right here. Look at that. It's fucking sick.
It's a beautiful view.
How are you feeling, Michael?
Yeah, got my heart's full. We had a really nice barbecue. We had really good time together. We played soccer, did a bit of boxing, just hang out, had some really wholesome conversations.
For sure.
Really good, man. Really excited for the future. I think we're gonna do some really amazing shit. We're talking about starting our own gambling, online gambling business.
We're killing the earth. Yeah, it's nice having people on the same frequency, isn't it?
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
Having that
yeah,
human connection, but it's like quality human connection, you know.
For sure, yeah. And I feel like, you know, as they say, life, you know, the world is not a window. It's actually a reflection in a mirror of yourself. So having that, being aligned with people and having that connection is like so important. So
you have to be at a certain level of frequency to align with certain people.
That's
right.
right.
If you guys aren't aligning with a certain type of people, even if you want to be around certain millionaires or entrepreneurs or business owners, it's because you have to be on the same energy and wavelength on them. And if you're not around them, it's because you're not on the same frequency, you're not thinking like them, you don't have the same mentality as them, and as a result, you're not meeting them, that's just how it is.
Yeah, exactly.
So
right.
It's fucking sick, bro.
Yeah, awesome, bro.
Yeah.
I'm keen for it, man. Let's do
it. Let's go. Fuck.
Let's do it, bro.
That's fucking sick, bro. Thanks, man. We got Matthias right here. Just chilling right here. Can you even see? He's in the shadows. How's it going, Matthias?
Soccer, barbecue, soccer, lots of talking about like business and a good time for the guys. Definitely worth it, and you have to do again more times.
For sure, we can organize more events like this.
More barbecue for sure, more
100%.
soccer.
Alright, awesome, bro. I'll see you guys at the address.
See you, bro.
Alright, peace.
See you.
Yo, what's up? The view is absolutely amazing here. It's crazy. Check this out. Yeah, it's really fucking beautiful. I'm so grateful that I have a tribe of people that I can hang out with every single week, you know, that I can genuinely connect with. And you know, the topics we're talking about it's a bit obscene, if I might say, but we genuinely have a good time. We have a laugh, and I think that's really the main important thing, is having people who are on a mission, working hard on the mission, and being around other people who won't make fun of you for working hard and doing awesome stuff. So it's a really good feeling having people who you can resonate with, who are working hard, that you can hang out with every single week. So it's awesome. I'm gonna be at Michael's house in a minute, so we're gonna head out and we're gonna grab some dinner soon. Where were we? Where were you 8 months ago?
So I moved to Perth at the start of the year, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where were you from, actually, initially?
Sydney.
Shit, bro.
So I made the decision to move out of my parents' house and just pretty much find a rental. Got approved for a rental and just got into just got into Perth.
That's some big shit. So you were living with your parents, but you were still building that business.
Yeah, I
Shit,
was.
bro.
Yeah.
But you didn't really want to rent out a place, or it didn't make sense for you to just live by yourself in another house.
Yeah, exactly. So I just made the decision to move out of my parents' house, and then I was like, yeah, let's do it. I'm going to go to New York City. I'd been to Perth a few times before, but I'd never imagined myself actually living here. But I made the leap, and I was like, yeah, I got approved for a pretty nice apartment. I was like, yeah, let's do it. Let's see what happens and experience that, you know. So, yeah.
That's dope, man. So this is like your first time being by yourself and being independent. Yeah,
pretty much. And been able to meet some really cool people along the way. It's been an amazing journey so far. And keen to see what the future holds. It
literally has been like an adventure though, Like it's literally been like it's fun and you make more money.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's been a really good opportunity to meet like-minded people as well, especially with the networks we've been able to build and the number of people we've been able to meet and connect with. And, you know, today was like such an enjoyable barbecue, and we did a bit of boxing and a little bit of playing soccer as well. So I think by having that, it's so powerful because you can form those really meaningful connections and you feel like you're actually part of a tribe. Whereas if you're just like, you just feel sometimes business is like really lonely, and having those people around you is like really important to impact and motivate you and push you up to become a better version of yourself.
When did I meet you?
I'd say probably at Evolve.
Yeah, okay.
Society, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I met you there, and man, it's you know, we've seen each other a few different events. Saw you Butterfly for a bit as well.
Did you? Wait, when?
I did.
When,
you were
really?
filming, remember? Oh, like you were taking photos and stuff. Do you remember that?
Bro, I don't remember. No way. When was this?
Yeah, you were taking photos at Butterfly. It was probably like 2 months ago. I think it was like one of those times you just did it.
Salsa night? Mikasa night?
No, I wasn't salsa. You don't remember?
Was it Saturday?
I think it was a Saturday, yeah. I think you're doing it like just to sort of show them like a few photos and stuff.
Yeah, I think I remember.
Do you remember?
Yeah, I think
it was like
remember.
A one-off thing. I don't think you were doing it like as a...
Yeah, I think I was just like offering some free value and helping people out.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, so I met you initially at Evolve. Damn, what was that initial interaction like? What do we say to each other?
Bro, I have no fucking...
I forgot either. I don't remember. I just started to remember like hanging out after the first step, and that was pretty much it.
I have no idea, man. But man, it's just like it's been so amazing, like getting to know you more and being able to build those like really meaningful connections. And I'm really keen for the future, man, because like we've literally like 100x'd wherever we were, 8 months ago. I'm sure you can agree with that. And we've been able to continue to build from here. So it's really exciting to see what's ahead.
I know, bro. I know.
Yeah.
Why would you say that having a circle of people, like a tribe, like you said, why would you say that helped you? Like what sort of aspects in your life having a tribe around you help you?
Yeah, I think having the right people around you is so important because you can let your guard down around them as well, and you can be your true authentic self. A lot of the time people feel very overwhelmed and they feel like you're a bit cocky if you have big dreams, but if those people around you, the crazy ones, they're the ones that believe in you. And that's why you need to have those people around you, because there's a lot of people out there that are the 99% where they're in the 9 to 5, they don't have that mindset of growth. Whereas being around people that are very similar to you, you can be your true authentic self, don't give a fuck attitude. You can tell them what your goals are, and they'll probably still call you crazy, but they'll believe that you can do it. Whereas other people will just call you crazy and think that you are genuinely crazy when you're not, because we all know that whatever you put your mind to, you can achieve. And that's just the reality of how the world works. And I think that's why it's so important to be around people that are very like-minded. Yeah.
For sure, man. Those are a lot of things we talked about today at the bench. Yeah. Things we can't say to the public, because if we did say it, we would get banned.
Yeah, we would. We would probably get cancelled as well. But you know, I think that and being around those people, you can be your authentic self, and you can you gel well as well. And conversations are really easy. You don't feel like they're forced or anything like that, and you are actually choosing your friends. You're not having to like be forced to be friends with certain people because you feel like the energy aligns and the way so it's like a really good thing.
How was sort of your personal circle in Sydney? Like what was it like? Because I know for me, before I started to be around certain people, right, it was very isolating and very lonely for me to be around people that didn't have big dreams, that didn't want to chase certain things, that were very content and comfortable where they were. And I sort of felt like out of touch with the people around me. I'm not sure if you felt a certain way, but has that ever happened to you, like back at where you were back then?
Yeah, definitely. People call you crazy. People don't believe in your goals. Like the overall majority of people, at the end of the day, they have a job and they do it. They've got the 9 to 5 mentality. Whereas there's only a very select number of people that don't have that mindset and have a mindset of growth, and they believe in themselves and they really want to build and be a leader, and they want to build something that's greater than them. And so there's a very select small number of people that are like that. And being around those people really push you to become your true authentic self, because when you're around people that think differently, what ends up happening is they try to force their thoughts onto you as well. So for example, if you say, I want to be an entrepreneur, they'll say, that's weird, or that doesn't provide security, or that's a high risk venture.
9 out of 10 business fails. Like all
exactly, right? And you know what? Like I think at the end of the day as well, it's how you get up from failure as well. It's mindset, because people might fail. Like you only, in my opinion, you only fail when you give up. And I think a lot of people would give up as well, but you have to be kind of a little bit crazy as well to do well in business. You have to have that perseverance and determination to excel and be and aim for something much greater than yourself.
Were there any sort of like stories where like someone said you couldn't do it, or like maybe your friend said what you said was stupid? Like I know everyone has personal stories. Like personally for me, right, I would say like, if you go around nicer places, you're going to get exposed to wealth and desensitized wealth, and that's going to change the way you view money. And they would look to me like, what the fuck is wealth exposure? What is wealth desensitization? They didn't understand what I meant, and they looked at me like I was fucking crazy. They all looked at me. I was sitting on the bench, right, where it's lunchtime, everyone's ordering their lunch from the canteen. We all came to in the bench outside under the tops, right, and we're talking about like, what are we doing for this class and that class? And I would just bring up the idea of like, if you're exposed to wealth, guys, like, it changes the way you think about money. And they just looked at me like, well, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? And like, they all looked at me like that. And that look that I got from them was just like, bro, like, I don't belong here, man. Like, where's my people? Like, I always thought that I was the crazy one because, I never thought I was the sane. Like, I thought it's like kind of being the sane person when everyone around you is insane, and everyone around you is insane telling you that you are insane, when in fact that you are the actual sane person and everyone around you is insane, but you don't realize that you are sane until you start to be around other sane people, like like-minded people.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, and this is how a lot of people think of life. Life's a game, and some people play it better than others, and it'd be a very unusual situation if everyone played it well. Some people play it better than others, and you just have to play the game of life and just give it your best shot.
Is there any like personal stories where like that happened to you, where you said something, someone like picked on you and like said something about that, or you told your parents this and they said that and that really pissed you? Was there any sort of personal stories that you had for yourself?
Oh man, like all the time, like being a really motivated individual myself, I had a really big vision for myself and for my family and for my future. And I think when you have those just basic conversations about what you've done, that day, or what you're planning to do for your weekend, people can already sort of pick it up that you're not sort of thinking the same way they are. And then eventually like you just like, you stop being friends with them. And a very common thing I've noticed is as you make more money and as you become more successful, you start losing a lot of friends.
Yes.
And that's completely okay, because it means that you're growing. Yeah. And a lot of those people would not really want to associate with you anymore, because at the end of the day they'll feel guilty as well. They'll feel like, you know, they grew up at the same time as you and they were not able to achieve what you achieved.
Yeah.
And so that's pretty much what I've gained from it, and from what I've understood as well from, you know, running a successful business and continuing to grow that. That's something that's very common.
I noticed that as I started to develop myself and grow more, as well as make more income and just improve in all aspects of my life, I realized that I started to lose connection with certain people. Like before, people that I connected really well, like, you know, what's up, bro? Like we used to hype each other up and like just go crazy. Now that when I like message them and see them, like something's different. You know, I don't really know how I can wrap my fingers around it, but the connection that was there in the past is not as strong as it was to like in the present moment. And I think it's realized is because it's not that you guys aren't as good friends as before. It's because I realized that you've grown and you've distanced yourself so far that you're just not relatable to that person.
Yeah, exactly right. And, you know, your hobbies change, your mindset of life changes. You start going to more expensive places where they wouldn't usually attend, or they don't have the money to attend. So that just happens. And you eventually start like moving away and then shifting and just doing other things with your life. And then that's just, yeah. While I was, you know, studying, a lot of people didn't really understand like what I did, and a lot of people also doubted my ability. I mean, I remember when I first started my business, you know, out of a spare room in my parents' house, what happened was a lot of people just looked at it and they're like, oh, that won't make you rich, or what are you doing? Like, this is cute, you know? And little did they know that I was, you know, able to build it from a spare room to becoming a national company. And so I think people will always doubt you. And I try my best to keep any negativity out of my system as well. So if anyone says anything negative or tries to pull me down, you know, I just don't have that in me. So I just, you know, take it out, because I think the more you have it, you start believing. And I think you are your thoughts, and the more you think about certain things, you become them. And I'm always thinking, you know, positive thoughts and you know, growth mindset, and having like, you know, growing the business and becoming a better version for myself and for my family and for the world. So yeah.
What did your family have to say about you when you first started?
Yeah, I mean, my family is very supportive, and you know, they've always been there since day one, and I think, you know, as your business grows and as you do things that are not usually what people would do, they would actually question what you're doing and ask you like, why are you doing that? Like, you know, you've made X amount of money, why are you reinvesting more money into the business? You might as well just take it and use it for yourself, or like buy a house or something. But actually, no, I prefer to reinvest it and grow the business. So everyone has different mindsets of money as well. Everyone grows up in different environments, and they have different thoughts about what is right and what is wrong. I'm very thankful because my family have been very supportive, and they've always just believed in me, and I think I'm very lucky to have a supportive family, because a lot of people don't have that. And I think having a supportive family for anyone is really important. But you need to have a little bit of struggle in your life as well, because if you've grown in a really supportive family where sometimes there hasn't been that struggle, it can be a very comfort lifestyle. And I think, you know, wanting to be an entrepreneur, you have a need or a desire that's deep down in you, like a calling or a reason why you're doing what you're doing. So let me ask you a question, Darius. Okay. So what's your drive? Like, what's your purpose in life?
I've recently actually asked myself that, like recently, just then. So I did this exercise. It's basically you want to ask yourself why. And it all starts with, I can do it with you after, but for me, I asked myself, why do I want to be successful, right? And then it came across, okay, I want more money. I'm like, why do I want more money? It's because I want to be more attractive, right? I want to be more attractive to the opposite gender. A lot of guys won't want to admit this, that they want to be more attractive, they want to be more confident, they want to attract girls, but this was the genuine answer that I've got. I wanted to be more attractive. So I was like, okay, I want to make more money because I want to buy a Porsche, I want to buy a nice house, and I want to do all these things. Because why? Because I want to be more attractive. And like, why do I want to be attractive? Because I want to be around people, I want to be more confident. And then it came down to me being pissed off. Like, it came down to my past trauma where I saw people in school they were getting the experience that I wanted. Like they were having all these social environments. They really connected well and clicked with people so easily. And I was really jealous with them because I saw that they were effortlessly connecting with people, being social, you know, becoming attractive and getting these experiences, going on dates with girls and having these experiences with girls and having all these parties and events and things that we were going to, you know, having like a circle of people that are very tight knit. And I remember seeing that and me trying to do that as well and connect with people. I find it so hard. Like there was so much resistance to like, why couldn't I talk to that one girl that I liked? I don't know, like Kenzie, you know, if she's watching us, you know who you are, right? This like even guys as well, like guys that I wanted to be friends, like it was just very hard for me and it wasn't effortless. Like I saw them like for them and I saw like, bro, like, am I just stuck like this forever? Can I change? And I was like, bro, why can these people get the things that I wanted? Like I wanted all these things and I didn't have it. And that was like something that really pissed me off. And the reason why it pissed me off is because I noticed that like I had like this sort of obsession to be liked. And I think a lot of people at a younger age as well, everyone wants to be liked. No one wants to be hated, right? But I specifically asked myself again, back to the why, right? The why do I want to be liked by people? It's because I want human connection. And I asked myself, why do I want a human connection? Is because if I don't have human connection, I'm isolated. And I really asked myself, why does that matter? Why is that important? Because I noticed that when I was in 14, 15, 16, like around 14, 13, 15, right? Around those ages in year 9, year 10, I noticed that when I was isolated, I felt very, very fucking depressed. And year 9 was probably one of the most isolating times ever because I remember, you know, I was trying to like, you know, fit in with the cool kids, you know, trying to like go and like ask out these girls who I saw that were very attractive and all the guys wanted, right? And I was doing all these things and I was just abrupt about it. Like I gave a shit, but I was very scared to do it, but I still did all these things. And it led to me just being socially outcasted that year. And I felt there was one point I remember being in the dentist with my mom after getting rejected by all these girls and this girl saying that I spread these rumors and everyone fucking hated me in that year. I remember going to the dentist with my mom and I was sitting on the seat next to my mom and I was very, very like, I was like tearing up because I was like, everyone hates me. Like, you know, I want to move school. Like I want to move to this other school. Everyone hates me. My mom didn't understand why I was crying. And then she asked me and I literally poured out explaining everything to her. And then she was like, oh no, we'll figure it out. And like at the time when you're a kid, you don't really realize shit. Like you believe like that's just your world. And like that's everything in it. And you know, that was something I just like fucking cried over. I remember going to the dentist room when it was my time and they were checking my teeth and I was fucking like tearing fucking up. The dentist, bro, didn't know what the fuck was wrong with me. I was just like crying, like just tearing up, holding it together because the dentist was there. So I was like, I just want to move school. And that was probably one of the most isolating times because I remember I would like, you know, I had these thoughts of like suicide, bro. It was fucking fucked up. I would like want to cut myself with scissors and I would want to like, I had these thoughts of killing myself because I thought that if I kill myself, then I would actually matter. Like I didn't feel important. I didn't feel like I mattered. And that's like a really shitty feeling to have. And that's exactly sort of why I do the things I do, because I notice that when I'm isolated and when I don't have people around me that, you know, I guess make me feel important. I guess maybe that's insecurity, but for me, I really value having people around me that value me. So when I didn't have people that, you know, found me important and valued me, it was a very, very lonely, depressing, isolating time. And the reason why I make these videos and, you know, recording this content right now and, you know, you organize these tribe events and go to these community stuff, hang out with my friends and organize these things, the events and make content and do all these things is because I don't want any of you guys who are watching this to experience that level of isolation, that level of depression, that level of anxiety, which I felt. And I was there and it was very, very shit. It wasn't the best time. It was lonely existence. And I've experienced that for around 2 to 3 years, just living with that stagnating existence and just accepting it. Because when I tried to be more than who I was, like I got punched down. Like, no, you can't get up. No, you can't get to that place. And I just didn't want to try. And I think and then of course, that's when it started my self-development journey, when I started to realize I could change. And that's where, like, that's my why, bro. That's my purpose. That's where everything started from.
That's amazing, man. That's amazing. And I think it's really powerful what you're doing with building a tribe and building those meaningful connections so then other people don't feel like that. And I think to any, viewers, watching this, I think it's really important that, they follow sort of and be around their tribe and the people that they most authentically align with, because there's nothing worse than being in a room full of people that don't believe in you. You need to be in a room with people that believe in you and your goals and your aspirations for the world.
Let me double check this. It's still recording, but I want to ask you one more thing. It's still recording. Let me ask you one more thing. Let me ask you, why do you want to be successful?
That's a very good question. And I think for me,
no bullshit.
Initially,
why do you want to be successful?
For me, initially, it was for me, right? Yeah. I wanted to do something greater
Okay.
than myself. I want to build something greater than myself. I want to build a better life for myself.
Okay.
But I was very thankful at a young age. I was able to build that for myself. And then it became not about me, but it became about other people. So my family, right? I don't have kids right now, and I don't have a partner, but in the future, when I do, I think it's something that is really important because I'm able to share that journey with them. And more than that, it's actually about making the world a better place. I'm very passionate about helping people and wanting them to become and really showing them that, whatever you can put your mind to, you can achieve. That's just the reality of the world that we live in. And so I want to continue being in business. I want to continue motivating, inspiring, uplifting people. And I want to continue being able to impact the world and make it a better place than I left it. Because at the end of the day, success is never purchased. It's always rented, and the rent's due every day, and you need to continue earning the respect from your peers and people around you, because you're just as good as you are today. Yesterday doesn't matter. What you say about what you're going to do in the future doesn't matter. It's about today. And I think as long as I live, I'll continue working in business, and I'll continue impacting the world and really showing people that whatever you can put your mind to, you can achieve, and you'll continue growing.
Why is it that this movement, like where you want to help people realize that they can achieve what they can achieve, why is that important to you?
I think as a young student in primary and secondary, I had a lot of people that believed in me, and there was more people that didn't believe in me. And I think those that believe in you make a really big difference in your life. They really impact you in a positive way, and you can achieve amazing things when people believe in you. When people don't believe in you, what happens is you have self-doubt and that you have limiting beliefs, and then you're not reaching your full potential. I believe as humans, as we find our true purpose and calling in life, we're our happiest. There's too many people out there in the world that are not happy with their 9-to-5 jobs. Even though they might not be entrepreneurs or have those thinking skills, they might be great at working 9 to 5, but the reality is they're not enjoying what they're doing. And the reality is the reason why they're not enjoying what they're doing is because they haven't found their true calling and purpose. And I think the reason why you don't have your true calling and purpose is because initially as a child, whatever dream you had as a child, it never came true because people didn't believe in you. So I think that's really important.
Why would you say personally that it's important that to have people around you that believe in you?
I think that's important because if you don't have that, then they can push you down and they can crush your dreams. And I think a lot of people's dreams have been crushed. And I ask so many people, like, why don't ask someone, for example, you want to be like a race car driver, why don't you do it? And like, well, the reason why I can't do it is because there's people that have done it better than I have, or like just having those limiting beliefs and not believing in yourself and I think the reason why people have those beliefs is because as a child they say, race car driver, and they'll laugh at them, or like, but if someone was like at a young age say, I want to be a race car driver, and then you can do it, let's do it, you can do it, there's a huge difference in terms of the trajectory that person will go.
And why do you find that important when like someone like crushes that your dreams and doesn't believe you? Why is that like something that you really focus on? Yeah,
because people need to be happy. Like, we only have one life, and so you really need to give it your shot. And so why be in a job or a profession that you're not happy with? Like, we are the most as
he fucked the podcast.
as civilization, I think people are the most enlightened when they're aligned with their true calling and true purpose. And I think, if you're doing something that you're really passionate about, you're going to do an amazing job.
Why does that matter that someone is aligned with their purpose? Why is that important?
Because if you're not aligned with your purpose, you're just going to live a miserable life. And I think when you're aligned with your purpose, you can live an amazing life fulfilled, and you live every day like it's your last. So then those times that you feel like, one day everyone's going to die, when you've fulfilled your true calling in life, you've done every day, you've lived life to the fullest. And I think that's really, really powerful.
Fuck, bro, we found your why. Your why is... It stemmed from your childhood because people didn't believe in you. You realized the powerful effects on people believing in you and how much that could change your trajectory. And because this is something you realize, and this was something that happened in your past, you want to empower anyone, the people around you, to have people around them that believe in them, because you know how powerful belief in someone is.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, that wraps up your why, bro. That's your why. Belief. Yep. That's a powerful thing. Yep. Yeah, I noticed as well. Like, it was a thing that I was battling as well with my parents when I told them that I wanted to make money online, start an online business, and they didn't believe in me. My dad made fun of me, and my mom was saying, "Oh, don't they didn't really outwardly say that I wasn't gonna make it." But they didn't believe that what I had to do and what I wanted to do was possible. They didn't believe you could make 10 grand a month online, which it's easily doable if you start an agency or do drop shipping or e-com or do some sort of coaching or make content online. It's easily possible, but they don't see it in that way. And that sort of their lack of belief in me, I don't want to blame them, because it's always up to end of me, but it did affect me. I would say I would talk about my things. And that's the number one mistake I made, was I talked about my dreams with them. And you got to be careful who you share your dreams with, because if you share your dreams with the wrong person, they can easily tear it fucking down through a lack of belief and they transfer their self-doubt from them, from their dreams, and they transfer that to you. And that can make you really doubt your dreams and the things that you aspire by. Absolutely. And that was something I battled with, for a whole year, because I was like, I'm working on this. I'm super excited for this next deal, this next appointment. And they'll give me shit oh no, why are you doing that? That's not how it works. That's not how that's not how the real world works.
Yeah, that's right.
Fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
That's not how the real world works. Shut up. That's not how the real world works, my ass, bro. A lot of people aren't even living in the real world. They don't see reality for what it is. They're not even exposed to the realities of the world and how it's actually working. They're not even aware of how things are working. It's crazy.
It's true. Anyway, it's good chatting with you, mate.
Awesome. Good chat.
Nice.
Good fucking podcast, bro. Love it.
Yeah,
you're very
good that
on
YouTube. It's good that you've got that with you. That's so fucking cool, bro.
Yo, testing 1 2 3. It's 1 a.m. right now, and I just finished hanging out with all my friends. Me and my friends went after having dinner. We went to the pool table and we played pool, and we chatted up with some girls. And then after that, we were just talking about our dating lives, and it was very interesting to hear people's experiences. After hearing the lives of all these guys, especially the guys who are making a lot of money, I realized that even if you make a lot of money, bro, there's still drawbacks. There's still negatives to any part of life, no matter where you are. Even if you are super attractive, super wealthy, or not super wealthy and not super attractive, there's downsides to every aspect of life. Getting an oversupply of all these things make you fat. They fatten you up and they make you slow. They become so fattened up with all these things that this is how the devil wins in disguise. The devil offers the wealthy an overabundance of these things. The devil comes in many forms. It's not as simple as just poverty, war, or violence, but an abundance of pleasurable things. The devil might be next to you and you don't even notice it. I've learned these things in outwitting the devil, and I'm starting to realize them and see them in my reality. No matter where you are, there will always be problems. There are better problems, of course, but I won't call it better. It's just there's still problems. So yeah, I'm grateful. I've learned quite a lot today about people, about my social environment, the people I hang around, and this is the end of my vlog, the end of today's vlog. You've experienced a day in the life in my life. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, the next documentation. Peace.